Hello, everyone. Welcome, Rabbi Mimran. Happy to be doing this video with you today. We wanted to share with you a little special for Hanukkah for our videos this week. Our plan is that I'm going to ask Rabbi Mimran a question. We'll hear what he has to answer, and then he's going to ask me a question and hear what I have to answer. Of course, it's going to be about the holiday of Hanukkah. So I'll kick it off with a question. I think it's perhaps the most famous question about the Hanukkah holiday. And the question is, why exactly do we have 8 days of Hanukkah? So of course, we know that the oil burned for 8 days. They found the oil, it burned for 8 days. But were 8 days really a miracle? In truth, we knew it would burn for 1 day. The miracle should really only be the 7 extra days. So if we're celebrating the miracle of the oil, shouldn't the miracle only be a 7-day celebration because only 7 of those days were miraculous?
Thank you, Rabbi Hoberman. First of all, it's an honor to be here. Thank you for inviting me to the call. Now, that is, in fact, as you said, one of the most, if not probably the most asked question about Hanukkah. And for me, the answer that stands out for me the most is one which really sums up what this holiday is about. Can be summed up in one sentence: that nature is, in fact, God's miracle. Right? We get used to it. We know that the laws of nature apply to the world, and we expect that to continue as normal. But when we realize that the creator of the world is the one, in fact, keeping that all rolling, that is, in fact, that extra day of celebration is about celebrating nature, celebrating the fact that God keeps everything going as normal within the laws of nature. And, to be honest, the word for a miracle in Hebrew is nes, which means a miracle, but it also means a banner, because miracle is effectively nature, but what stands out to us. But the message of that extra day for Hanukkah, for me, is that we're supposed to remember that even just the fact that regular oil burns is, in fact, a miracle disguised by God.
Okay, very nice. You have a question for me now?
Yeah. So not many people know, well, some people don't know, that in fact there were many jugs of oil in the Bet HaMikdash when the Maccabees entered. Right? There was lots. More than enough to last for 8 days, but only one of them had a seal. So I guess my question is, if there was other jugs of oil, why couldn't they use any of the other oil? Why were they only using this single jug, which lasted 1 day?
Okay, so the seal, when the oil was sealed, represented that the oil remained pure. The other oils that were unsealed, the presumption was if they were unsealed, something may have happened to them. They may not be ritually pure to be lighting the menorah. But the truth is that in the Beit HaMikdash, there was an ability to use something that was impure. The Talmud discusses in many places a concept of tuma hutra b'tzibor, tuma dechuya b'tzibor, that when something is ritually impure and that's your only option, that you can really use it if that's all that the community has. But the reason I think why it was so important, and I've heard this answer before, that the reason why it was so important for them to use the oil that was ritually pure was that while it's true that in a typical day in the temple service, you could use something ritually impure if need be. But what the menorah represented when they were lighting it after conquering the Beis HaMikdash from the Greeks was an inauguration. And that's what the Hanukkah really celebrates, the reinitiation and inaugurating the temple again. And when you're inaugurating something, when you're starting something off, so it needs to be done pure. That even if you could use something impure on a regular day of the Beis HaMikdash, that first day needed something pure. In order to inaugurate it, it needed to be at a higher level. And that's why they went above and beyond to make sure to find something that was sealed, to be able to have something that's pure.
That's beautiful. That's really nice. And obviously we know that it ended up lasting for 8 days rather than just the 1 day. That
right.
little jug that they
Right, you're getting us back to the first question now.
Yeah. Do you have another another answer for that first question? About why is it 8 days?
Well, it all comes around. One of the other suggestions for that question is just the fact that they found that one sealed jar of oil was miraculous. As you mentioned, there were many pitchers of oil that they could find, but none of them were sealed. The ability to find one that retained its seal, even though the Greeks went out of their way to try to defile everything, so that itself was miraculous. That itself is worthy of celebration.
Beautiful. That's very nice. Well, thank you.
All right, it's been great doing this. Hopefully next time we're able to do something like this in person.
Yeah, I do look forward to coming to Charleston. We're very excited. Thank you so much. Thank you for making the time. I see you have a very nice menorah in the background over there.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to bring it into the show later today.
Beautiful. Well, have a great Hanukkah. And,
Okay, you too. Happy Hanukkah, everyone.
Happy Hanukkah.